Hey, what's going on, everybody? I thought I'd make one more little video while I'm out here, and I want to tell just tell a little story and inspire some more people. So, as you all know, I work at a supermarket here in this little town I live in, Virginia, and I'm not proud of my job. I'm not proud of it. I don't like telling people, you know, what I do, even though I tell you guys, which is a lot of people. It's not something that I get up every morning and I'm excited to do, but it's also not a terrible gig either. I don't dread going there at all. It's actually a pretty good setup for this point in my life. So I don't have a car, and I don't have a car simply because I choose to not have one. I actually could get a car, but I choose to save my money so I can, you know, like move abroad again, essentially, and get my hand fixed. And I mostly walk to the gym, I mostly walk to my job, and sometimes I get a ride from, you know, like a family member. Anyways, one of my managers, he noticed that I get rides sometimes, and he asked me, he's like, hey man, I noticed you don't drive. That must drive you nuts, huh? I'm like, nah, you know, I don't mind walking. I don't mind walking. Like, it's good exercise, keeps me active, saves me a lot of money. Like, yeah, that's true. Definitely keeps you active and saves lots of money. Derp. Like, all right, yeah. So he asked me why I didn't have a license, and I said, oh, well, you know, I actually used to have my Class A CDL, but when I moved back to the States from Cambodia, I left my driver's license there. And he goes, huh, Cambodia, huh? Huh, okay. And I could just tell by the look on his face, like, he didn't know. I don't even think he ever heard that before. I don't even think he knew what Cambodia was, or I don't think he fucking knew at all. So then I went about my day. Whatever. So then yesterday, I'm taking some trash back. I'm taking some trash to the back of the store, you know, whatever, just job duties. And I see the same manager back there. And he's, you know, he's like working, he's like, you know, just folding shit up. He's like, oh, it's Cambodia, huh? They speak English there? I'm just like, well, actually, some people do, but the language spoken there is actually Khmer. And he's like, huh? So did you go to school for that? And I'm just like, no, you know, I just decided to move there. You know, I talk with the people and I just learned. And he's like, oh, so where's that? Is that near Mexico? So I think my manager thought I was talking about Colombia. And he's just like, man, you know, I'm such a homebody, I barely done left Winchester. You know, I'm just going like, well, yeah, I'm probably one of the only people here at the store that's ever like moved abroad, you know. And so what made you go to Cambodia? Like, well, I went there, you know, because I wanted to be a professional kickboxer. I had a few fights, and then I ended up having my own business. He's like, wow. You mean like that fighting stuff you see on TV? And he thought I was talking about UFC. So this guy's a nice guy. He's a nice guy, and he's good at his job. But he's such a small worldview. It's such a, like, never been outside of fucking Winchester. And he's like, oh, so why'd you come back? Why'd you come back from Cambodia? And in my mind, I was like, well, hardcore drug abuse, and it kind of fucked my life up there, and like broken hand, and you know, I didn't want to talk about it with them. I didn't want to talk about my past drug use and all that. And he's just like, and then he says something to me, and he goes, so what are you doing in a supermarket with skills like that? Who are you, man? And when he said that, like, it hit me, and like my heart like felt like it dropped out of my ass. You know, he said, like, with skills like that and experiences like that, you know, what are you doing in a supermarket in this small town with all these fucking people who just, like, their idea of the world is having kids at 16 and living in a fucking trailer park and drinking fucking chocolate milk and eating zebra cakes all day. Derp-a-derp, huh? And I'm thinking, man, you know, so I just kind of left, and I was like pushing the cart just like this. I'm just going, you know, all the shit I've been through in my life, and now I'm back here in the fucking town I grew up in. And I'm stocking shelves at a supermarket. And the way I look at it is this. I take full ownership and responsibility for the mistakes I made in my life. You know, I've said this before, like in Cambodia, I was essentially living my dreams. You know, I did fight. I did have my own business. I lived in a tropical fucking paradise, essentially. I was making good money. I was meeting cool people with big, broad worldviews, with interesting things to say. And then I fell into the same trap that people all over the world do, especially a lot here in the small town. They fell into drug abuse. They fell into drug addiction. And then I ended up coming back to the place I grew up in. You know, at my job, I'll see like a couple teachers I had from high school. It happened yesterday. I saw a teacher I had from high school, and I passed by them, and I didn't really like look at them, but I knew who they were, and they knew who I was. And the way I saw the corner of my eye. The way they looked at me was, oh, you're working there? Oh, like you're working at a supermarket? Oh, really? I was thinking, man, like they don't even know what I've done. Like they don't even know my experiences, man. And that's okay. It's not on other people to know, but the way I see it is like right now I'm doing my time. Right now I'm facing my punishment. This is my punishment. I do have a shit job. I don't make a lot of money. I am embarrassed. I am embarrassed to tell people where I work. You know, like when I see a beautiful woman at my job, she's like a customer, I don't feel confident. I'm in my little fucking uniform. You know, I don't feel confident, dude. I feel like a fucking loser, dude. I feel like a fucking loser. But I'm doing my time and I'm doing what I can to dig myself out of this hole that I put myself in. And I take full ownership for it. It's my fault. It's nobody else's fault but mine. 100%. But another thing I want to talk about is that even though I'm not proud of my job, even though I don't like it really, even though I feel like I work with a bunch of fucking retards and I'm the only one there with a broad worldview, and I actually believe I am, is that even though I've got a shit job, I'm the best at what I do. You know, there was a boxing match like a month ago. Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, and Wilder won. He knocked out Luis Ortiz in like the 10th round or whatever. And in the post-fight press conference with Deontay Wilder, he used to talk about, or he talked about rather, how he used to work at Burger King as a teenager. And he talked about how he worked with a bunch of people at Burger King who had no goals in their life. They had a small worldview. They were small-minded. They're ignorant. They were just trying to make a paycheck to spend it on dope and shoes and whatever. But he said, even though I work at Burger King, I'm going to be the best at what I do and rise above everybody else. So that's something I want to tell you all watching this video right now. A lot of you guys have shit jobs, man. A lot of you guys, maybe you work in fast food, you're waiting tables, you work fucking construction or whatever, man. But if you're going to have a job, be the best at it. If you're going to have a job, man, do it well. Alright? Rise above all the other idiots that you work with, man. So you can save your money. And so you can travel or start a business or whatever it is you want to do, man. So even though I don't like my job, I take pride in it. I go there every day with a good attitude. I do it well. And I work harder than everybody else I work with. That's a fact. That's a fucking fact, dude. And I don't expect people to know my life story. I don't expect people to know my experiences, my skills, or whatever. You know? But my point is, like, I put myself in this hole, and I'm making the best out of it. I'm not having a bad attitude. I'm not spending my money on dope anymore or alcohol like I was, because, you know, for a long time there, man, I was super fucking depressed about the predicament that I put myself in. And I was feeling sorry for myself. You know, I'm a lot stronger now mentally and physically too, because I've been in the gym like 6 days a week. So, You know, I just wanted to point that out, man. So anybody who's watching right now, you don't like your job, you're unhappy with the predicament in it, you have to make the best of it, and you have to be the best at what you do. Make your job being the best at your job, and then you will rise above it, man. Save your fucking money, dude. Don't waste it on drugs and alcohol, man. That's just an uphill battle, dude. You're never gonna save your money if you're blowing it on bullshit like that. I stopped drinking and smoking several weeks ago, and I'm already about to pay off my fucking passport now. You know? And that's $1,500. I've saved up that much money in just like a month from not drinking and not buying drugs, and like weed at least, you know? So I'm hoping I can inspire some people watching right now, and I'm just telling you guys my attitude, because I had a bad attitude for a long time and it's gotten me nowhere, man. It's gotten me absolutely fucking nowhere. So, anyways, guys, I have a GoFundMe campaign trying to raise some funds to travel again. If you guys want to help old No Joke out over here, the link is in the description box below. I can also accept help via PayPal using my email, nojokestriking@gmail.com. If you guys want to shoot me an email, I can do a video topic on it. You guys can just say what's up, or I can read it in my upcoming live stream, you know, for a live audience. I'll do that as well. nojokestriking@gmail.com. Bitches. Also, guys, follow me on Instagram @BraytonHoward, and please like and share my shit on Facebook, everybody. Facebook.com/NoJokeHoward. All that is in the description box below, man. I love you all. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope everyone has a good attitude, man. Peace.